My next guest is Jonathan Warhawk Piersma, fighting for the vacant welterweight title for Combat FC June 16th. How you doing today, John?
Good. How are you?
Can't complain. So this is your second fight for the promotion.
Yes, second fight for CombatFC.
What brought you up there? I know previously you were at CFFC, and then you were doing their grappling as well.
Yeah. So I think I fought like 5 times at CFFC. I was under contract with them for a while. Um, so then back in November, my contract was up. They didn't really have any fights for me in the time frame I wanted to fight. So I took a fight up in Maine. I won a title up there, for a different promotion. And then same thing. I was going to go back to CFFC, but they didn't really have any fights that lined up in my timeline. So I took the fight with CombatFC back in February. And then right after that fight, CombatFC wanted me to come back for the title, fight for the title. And it made sense. So that's how we got here.
Nice. Yeah, I knew you from the CFFC and the Fury grappling. So you were one of the ones that brought me to the Combat FC on the February card because it's always nice knowing someone on these newer promotions. I think Combat was under a different name at one point, like World Fighting or World something.
So I don't really know for sure, but the guy who owns Combat FC used to run a promotion a couple years back. He stopped running it, and then just recently he restarted it, but under Combat FC. I think this is only going to be the 4th show. But yeah, so he ran like a promotion for a long time, took a break, and then he kind of restarted as Combat FC.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the third event was February, and production was insanely well. Like it looked.
Yeah, it was a really nice run show. The production was nice. On UFC Fight Pass. Yeah, it was a really high quality show. So I was I was surprised how nice it was for their third show.
Your last time out in the February card was your first TKO finish in your pro career.
Yes, yeah, my pro career, yeah.
How did that feel versus your 4 submission victories?
Yeah, it was nice. I got to show a little striking in that fight, so that was a plus. Finish is a finish, so we always, no matter which way I finish the fight, I'm gonna be happy. But yeah, that last fight was my first fight. I really got to show some of my striking. All my fights have been predominantly grappling. So it was nice to show that side a little bit. But yeah, we were happy with it, and we're always happy with the finish.
You can't hate it. You never know how the judges are going to score it, so keeping it in your hands.
Yeah, we try to we stay away from the judges. That my one loss was a split decision. That was a lot of people thought I won, so not trying to go back to that.
Want to touch on that in a little bit, just as a heads
up.
Yeah. But this next one is with Kemran Lachinov, Bellator experience, Ultimate Fighter match. Ryan Battle kind of prevented him from going anywhere farther there. His last fight was also the Ultimate Fighter fight, so he's been out for over a year.
It would be over 2 years, I think, when I fight him.
Yeah, 2021. Yeah, because it's in June, so 2 years of him kind of just training and sitting back. Do you see that being a help for him, or anything that stands out to you that he's been kind of, I don't want to say hiding, but not active for 2 years?
Yeah, I don't know. It depends what he's been doing in that time frame. I don't know if he's been training, every day, or if he's just been taking time off. I don't know. I mean, we're gonna prepare like he's showing up his best version. But yeah, I don't know. Only he knows that. I don't know if he's been in the gym every day working, or if he took some time off. Maybe didn't know if he was gonna come back to fighting. And then maybe he decided he wanted to make another run at it, but I don't know if it's gonna be better or worse for him. But we're preparing for the best version of him, and we'll see. June 16th, what he looks like.
And then June 16th, you win, you get the belt. That one loss you kind of talked about, he just won a belt.
Yeah,
and I won't quote what he said, but I'm sure you've heard what he said in his post fight.
Yeah, I've heard.
Is that a fight you want to get back? Be it under, I mean, I would assume it would probably have to be under the CFC banner. I think have him on an exclusive. I don't know if you're on an exclusive. Is that one you would want to get back to kind of like take it out of the judges that time?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, in a perfect world, I'd love to get that fight back. I would, finish that dude, smash him, show people how who he really is. But it's not something I'm super worried about because I know I got a title fight lined up. He's not going to fight me unless, say it was like for the UFC, because he knows how that second fight would go. So, that's why he was talking shit. That's why he was saying shit about me, because he knows he doesn't have to fight me because, he got that split decision, so he can sit there and sit back on that. But yeah, I don't worry about it too much because, he's not going to fight me. He's a fucking pussy. He's going to run his mouth. He's going to say what he wants. Obviously, he's been thinking about me. He's the one who won the split decision, but he's sitting back talking shit to me for whatever reason. I don't know. But yeah, obviously he's thinking about me. He knows he probably didn't win that first fight, and he knows he definitely wouldn't win a second fight. So yeah, odds are he probably wouldn't take that fight. But yeah, if CFFC or CombatFC or whatever offered me that after this fight, and I would definitely take it and right that wrong. But like I said, I'm not worried too much about it because I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. And I mean, June 16th, I feel like a lot of promotions were giving a memo because it seems every Fight Pass promotion is doing a giant ass card. Combat FC has 2 title fights.
Yeah.
CFFC has 1 title fight announced so far.
Yeah.
I haven't heard any rumors, but there's always a chance that they're going to add another one just to kind of boost it even more. I think an LFA even has their Kentucky debut, so it seems like everyone is kind of like competing for June 16th, which lines up pretty well with Contender Series invites.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I can't control what comes after this fight. I can only control what happens in this fight. We're gonna go in there, put on a great performance. I'm gonna get this finished within 5 rounds, and then, like you said, in a perfect world, I get my chance on a Contender Series or even a short notice call up, whatever it is. Hopefully with a good performance in this fight, I put myself in position to get that call. At 7-1, 2 belts with 2 different promotions. But like I said, I don't worry about that too much because I can't control it. But so we're just worried about, put on a good performance June 16th, and then the rest will come.
Awesome. And then June 16th, leading into the fight, who are you training with for this one? Like, who's your main partners and all so on?
Yeah, so I'm still at my gym I've been at since day one, since this BJJ, Rochester, New York. We got we don't have a gym with a whole bunch of pro fighters. I got some solid guys I work with. My main training partner, Relvis, he just made his pro debut. He's 1-0, 85er. We got some pretty solid amateurs. I got a couple other pros in the area that come in and work with me. So yeah, I got some solid guys around me working. Great gym, great coaches. So yeah, I'm gonna show up. I'll be ready. We'll be ready.
Great. So June 16th, UFC Fight Pass. Are you with the main event or are you the co? I know there's with the 2 titles. Have they decided?
I don't think they've told me that. I don't know. I'll probably one or the other, I'm assuming.
So either way, June 16th, UFC Fight Pass. Easy to tune in. Like I mentioned earlier to another interview, I have a feeling there'll be a lot of people with like 4 fight view popped up because of all the cards going on.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Some big fights that day.
And then outside of that, anyone you want to thank, sponsors, training partners, anything, Mike's all yours.
Yeah, man. Shout out first of all to my team, Synthesis, coaches, training partners. You guys helped me get here. And shout out to all my sponsors who've been with me from day one. We're working on sponsors for this fight coming up. I know I'll probably have most of them with me again. I got great people in my corner. But yeah, just shout out to everyone who's helped me get here and everyone who's been behind me, and can't wait to collect another belt June 16th.
All right, June 16th, it's CombatFC UFC Fight Pass. Thanks.
We'll be there.